Okay. Any word sounds like any other word. Depends on your own psyche and the language that you have and the intelligences that you have, where you differentiate different sounds of different things. It's easy to make the misconception that a sound that you hear is connected to what you're thinking, you personally, because it would mean something different for somebody else, somewhere else. So words are limited in that way. In that when it's not a natural sound that a human's saying, it's not an exact word. They're not exact words. They're muffled sounds. They're blurred sounds initially, kind of like ghosts, kind of like worms. They're blurred sounds. They're never exact sounds. So, for instance, if it's like if you're giving the word hot dog, you could still, in the same way, if you think about it and you hear that blurred sound with this in your sight, you say froshpog. You're gonna hear froshpog every time. You think hot dog and you hear hot dog every time. But that has nothing to do with the hot dog, that has nothing to do with the froshpog. Those are just random generated sounds. Randomly generated sounds. Now if you try to conditionally, randomly generate those sounds without exactness, then obviously you haven't mastered that art form yet. Because a lot of things people do, they're not exact, and they obviously can mean different things and sound like different things. So if someone's saying, cool duck, someone could say fool puck, and it would be the exact same thing if it was a muffled sound. So even the same thing goes for templed sounds, and the same thing goes for the way people take some different languages words. You say, oh, that word isn't from my language. But it's a different. If you actually ask them, it would probably be a different different word, or like the complete opposite meaning using the same word as what you're saying. And you have to question which language in on the earth is the real language. When this looks like a crystal, this looks like a lighter, but this to me does not look like a cup. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a language that expresses for you that's more exact as to how you would express certain things if you were making your own language. And that none of that stuff has any meaning unless it's said exactly. The intelligence of English is all about exactitude. It's all about exactness. When you put something and with the belief and attitude that it's with exactness and you put it in its vastness, then it has no meaning, it has no power, it has no use. Other than to seem like this temple here. When really this is just a whole bunch of sounds being made. Now you can give any connotation to this, but it depends on your psyche what you're using the connotation different things with. You could be connotating something that's completely evil, and you're using that connotation in your mind like it's positive, or it could be something that's completely different and you misinterpret it. Now, when you really got a human